Okay, now we'll tap the seal in the rest of the way. Be gentle and don't beat up on your main shaft either. Do it from side to side. Don't try and drive one side in at a time, and it will walk right in for you. Okay, the seal's in, looking good. Now while you have your throwout bearing out, always check it to make sure it's smooth. If you feel any roughness in the throwout bearing, replace it. Save yourself the trouble of having to pull the engine in. You never know how old they are, so it wouldn't be a bad idea to buy a new throwout bearing, 2 new clips along with your transmission seal, and replace all of them at once. Might save you some work in the future. Okay, I cleaned up the bearing. I put just a drop of oil in the back of it so it runs down inside. These are already packed, so don't put any more than a drop of oil in. I put some lithium grease on each of the ears that ride in the cross shaft. Always check your cross shaft for wear also. If they look like they're wore halfway through or something, that's another job that you'd have to do, is replace the cross shaft. But always check where the bearing rides to make sure that they're okay. Set the bearing back in place. Putting on C-clips to hold the bearing in place can be the biggest pain in the ass. So we'll put it in place. Now to hook the clips up, I usually put my pliers across both sides of the clip and just bend down. You have to hold the bearing into the grooves and then bend your clips down. That's what I mean, these can be a pain in the balls. Okay. That's both clips, throwout bearings back in place. You're ready to put the engine back in. while you're at it, you might as well clean the splines of your main shaft. This is what drive your clutch rides on, and also is what drives the main shaft, which drives the gears, which drives the axles, which drives the tires. So clean the splines, make sure where your pilot bearing rides on the end here, the pilot bearings in your gland nut that holds the flywheel on, make sure this is nice and clean, no ridges or bumps or gouges in it, and you're set to go. So once you take your engine out and actually start replacing the transmission seal, you're only talking a 10-minute, 15-minute job at the most. Like I said, probably the hardest part is putting the clips back on, and you got to make sure that they don't pull off if you pull them out, so that the little hooks are hooked securely. And that's about it. Not a big job at all. Good luck with your next transmission seal.